just a friendly reminder, don't ever help old men or men at all. Don't help men. This dude, Lieutenant Dan, tried to light a woman on fire. Yep, that's right. All the people who are so concerned with this stubborn old man and his safety, let him die. Why do people care about this man's life more than he cares about his life? When he, I'm sorry. Let me show you some stuff. I'm getting ahead of myself. We already learned this lesson before. We learn it time and time again. Old men are dangerous. Just because they're cute and maybe, a little slow, don't think they aren't violent and dangerous and won't break you in half if given the chance. Do not fall for this poor old man thing. You know who else wants you to feel bad for him because he's just a poor old man? This poor old man. Harvey. This poor old man couldn't hurt a fly. This poor old man, Naya raised $400,000 for this man. And shocker, he ended up having, I think he stabbed someone in the neck, if I remember, but he also assaulted a woman, an unhoused woman. This man is violent, and I don't know if he ever got the money or not. I hope not, because the amount of women, unhoused women, who are oftentimes unhoused because of men and domestic violence and abuse. Women could use that money, but it's usually women who give men like this money. So my mutuals, Candace Kelly, she did a great job. This was a while ago, months and months ago. And she was trying to warn women not to help men, especially not older men, especially not men who don't have any women in their lives. Because this is, go follow Candace. She's awesome. She's the one who really drove this home for me because I have a weakness for old men. But shocker, I was also marked by old men when I was a child. So shocker, I have this need to protect them and help them. It's sick, I know, but whatever. That's not anymore. I don't help them anymore. They can help themselves. But they won't, because men don't help themselves. They always want someone to take care of them. Not all old men. Candace Kelly is the one who started. She's writing a book about this, I believe, still. I'm not sure if it's done yet. About how a lot of our grandpas were actually holding our grandmas hostages. A lot of our grandmas were victims of child marriage. And yet we all are like, oh, poor grandpa, poor old man. Meanwhile, there's all these older women who are so angry and who are so jaded because they've endured so much abuse, right? And so a lot of us hate our grandmas when really we should be hating our grandpa. But the point is that women will always take care of men, even, at any age. We take care of men. We have to stop taking care of men. There's always a woman who will swoop in and take care of a man. Do you know how many women are stuck in Florida? I haven't seen the aftermath since the storm has come through. I'm still waiting to hear from my sister who's in Florida with her whole family. So I don't really care about this Lieutenant Dan, because he would not leave. So many men in Florida would not leave. And then all these women are stuck because of these men. Some of them maybe could leave if the men don't want to leave. But a lot of women literally can't leave because they're financially dependent on men, maybe because they don't have cars, because men have, whatever. So many women especially, and especially if they're disabled. Then we have incarcerated women, incarcerated people, we have elderly women. We have all kinds of women who are stuck, who couldn't evacuate, poor. There's so many people who could not evacuate. And this man would not evacuate. And the whole world is trying to get him to leave. So worried about Lieutenant Dan. Of all people, they're even sending money to this jerk. Let's just see what all Lieutenant Dan has done. Because just like Unc, Lieutenant Dan doesn't have anyone in his life. And I'm telling you, most men who have no one in their life, not even women in their life, that means they're bad. They're real bad. That means that even the most codependent woman will not help that man. Do you know how sick and twisted you have to be a man who won't have the sickest, most, when I say sick, I mean sick with codependency. It is an illness. It is an addiction. I've literally suffered from it for many decades, right? And so I have worked so hard to not be the person who swoops in and saves the day of an abuser, right? So even the sickest codependent woman is not enabling a man. That means that man is bad. He won't, even a codependent woman won't come near that man. It means he is absolutely terrified. And yet everyone's rallying around this jerk. And this shows how sick our society is. We will be so concerned about the most forked up man, while all these women and children and people dependent on men are stuck without resources. are in danger, can't get out. And yet these reporters and this TikTok, whoever these students, these people keep going, checking on the old man, the old violent man in the boat. And I thought maybe he has a disability from being a war vet. No, scooter accident. You know what I mean? Like my dad was a vet. I don't agree with I hate U.S. military, but I support Veterans for Peace, which is how my dad made peace with what he did in Vietnam, actively fighting against the military that he was a part of. But this man's not even military. Why the hell do we care about him? Oh, I know, because he's a man. He's an old white man, I think. He's really tan, I can't even tell. But he's a poor old man. Everybody just loves a grumpy grandpa who's just, stubborn old grandpa. Screw this man. Screw this man. I don't care. Let them take care of themselves, which means if they have a death wish, let them have it. Stop saving these men with your resources, your time, your love, when they wouldn't save you and they won't even save themselves. I'm so tired of seeing these videos of this man. He's some rebel, like he's some hero for being stupid. Oh no, everyone has been tagging me on all these videos of women complaining about their husbands not letting them leave, like not leaving, not evacuating, how women, like I said, yeah, I've been telling y'all for a long time, men put you in danger. They put themselves in danger, they put the whole family in danger because they don't care, and they're overconfident, and they're stubborn, and their ego drives everything, and they're terrible leaders. And so big shocker, this man didn't want to leave. And yet, everyone's concerned about him and rooting for him. Of course, he's religious too. Of course. No, Noah, was on a boat, safe place to be in a boat. And this person asked, do you have any animals? I don't understand the cap. He said something rude about women, but the caption is wrong on, I don't even care. He called all of us sheep. All of us sheep. Like the fact that people are rooting for this man who's shaming people who care about the lives of other people. And again, this man, because he refuses to stay, all these people are checking on him when they should be, checking on other people, making sure they're safe. Oh, let's give this man more airtime. And then when and if this man ever ended up in danger, now he's endangering the lives of all those search and rescue and firefighters who are going to have to go save his stupid butt when he doesn't want saving because he's just It's just like that old man who died in the tree, hanging on the tree because he would not evacuate. That story I covered was horrifying, and his family literally watched him die. And I'm not going to leave. And then, of course, as soon as he actually needs help me. No, we're not helping you. Fork you. He's going to die helping you. You would never help anybody. And clearly no one wants anything to do with you. I want to thank some people who follow me on Twitter for tagging me in this. Florida man, Tampa man, refusing to leave sailboat, once arrested over claims he tried to set a woman on. So let's look into this guy. This poor Lieutenant Dan, this little rebel, we just can't help but just love. You know why so many people love this man? It's because he reminds them of their dads or their grandpas who were jerks, but you just couldn't help but love them. They'll do anything for men like this, even though they would never do that for their own children. I hope to God this man doesn't have children. But if he does, he clearly is a terrible dad too because no one will talk to him. This man captured the world's attention this week because he would refuse to evacuate and wants to ride out the hurricane because that's what he did with the last one too. So he had served nearly 6 months behind bars in Florida recently for punching a police officer. And also, you know what? I'm not against that. Y'all know how I feel about most policemen, but it's the part setting a woman on fire part. I have issues with that. This man's only 54. He's not even an old man. He's 54. He's not even retirement age, and people are trying to help him. There's a dispute over whether this sailboat is even his. This same sailor also ran into trouble with the law last year for sinking another sailboat. This is who we're rooting for. It's probably a woman's boat. Who knows? But this man seems like a menace to society. And yet we're raising money for him. Well, not we. Some people. I don't know who they are. Stop. Of course, a man from the Weather Channel is following this guy. I have no fear. I don't know what that means. Really? You should have fear. That's your problem. These guys are full of fear anyway. It's all crap. This is what patriarchy does to men. All of you are going to have this fate if you don't start working on yourself. I'm not scared of what happened. I have no aftermath plan. Shock! A man who doesn't have a plan, who does no plan. He just assumes someone's going to take care of him, and if they won't, he'll just steal it. Because men don't like to work. So many men don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. They just want people to take care of them because it's just tucking off the pit of a woman for their entire life. Boat sinks, I'm going to swim away. Great plan. This man is every man who won't work on himself. No plan. Just hoping someone will come save him. And guess what? The world did.
Welcome to the comment song. If you're new here, I add an ending with random photos, videos, and stuff. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's what? Look at this cool graffiti. The gymnast balancing a garbage bag on her leg, and then see the legs coming out of the building above her. This is my old neighborhood in Lyon. It's so pretty, but super pricey. This is where they had a yard sale thingy with everyone in the neighborhood. And this is where I got my new xylophone. Here's some graffiti. This is kind of not graffiti. What do you call this? I don't know. Mural art, blah, street art. The comment song is ending soon. It's just time for me to play and be silly, weirdly, blah, blah, blah. Comment song. Blah, blah. Okay, it's ending. Finish your comment or hit pause and keep tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, I am done. The comment song. Let me know if you heard this. Bye.